Something I've known you since I was a kid. Always thought you walked tall. Look like you done learn how to crawl.
Hey, welcome back to BUFORD PUSSER, the other story. Wow, Walking Tall, what a movie. It is one of my favorites of all times, but folks, like we already know, sadly, it was not a true story and far from it. But as far as entertainment value, it really packed a punch. Before I get into all this, I wanted to thank everyone for your thoughts and prayers. Last week, I think some of you may have noticed that I was in the middle of a health crisis when I did the last video and had to cut it short. Shortly after I completed it, I went down to the emergency room here in Bella Vista, found out I had a blood clot that was restricting blood flow to both my brain and my heart. Not a good thing. And ended up having surgery to remove the blood clot. I guess that was late Friday night. And amazingly, I was out of the hospital Saturday morning, feeling like an entirely different person. I was fortunate. They said that I was very near having a stroke or possibly a heart attack. So thanks for all your thoughts and prayers, and thanks for hanging in with me. Now, on today's video, we're going to get back to the fact about what happened to all the alleged good guys in this movie and what happened to them after the production was out and in public. So here we go. The first person we'll address today is Ludie McVeigh. This character was a totally fictional individual in the movie Walking Tall and was played by actor Ed Call. Now, Ed Call was an actor known for appearing in films like A Nightmare on Elm Street, Airplane 2, the sequel. He also played in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, a James Bond film. Played in TV series such as V and Saved by the Bell, Hawaiian Style. Call was born on December 24th, 1949 here in the U.S., and he unfortunately passed away on July 3rd of 2012 of natural causes.
This is Sheriff Tanner over in Alcorn, Mississippi. Welcome to the shooting gallery. First morning on the job, I hate to give you a big one, but we've got a multiple death case over here that should interest you.
I'll be there in an hour, Sheriff Tanner.
No rush. We got him on ice. Over.
West's character in Walking Tall didn't seem to represent any particular law enforcement individual other than just the sheriff of Alcorn County. West died on July 18th of 2017 at the age of 81 from an aortic aneurysm at Baptist Memorial Hospital in his native Memphis.
I forget. Hey, Grady, what about you? You just gonna let him throw me in a hole and bury me?
What am I supposed to do, Buford? He deals the cards. I just play the hand I get.
Go find yourself another game.
Ready!
The next person in the lineup is Bruce Glover. Glover played Chief Deputy Grady Coker in the movie Walking Tall. Born Bruce Herbert Glover on May 2nd, 1932 in Chicago, Illinois, he began his acting career with numerous appearances on various television shows, including My Favorite Martian, Perry Mason, The Case of the Golden Girls, Rat Patrol, Hawk, The Mod Squad, Gunsmoke, Adam 12, Mission Impossible, Bearcats, Police Story, Barney Miller, Dukes of Hazzard, and a number of others. He also played Mr. Went and Mr. Kidd, respectively, in the James Bond film Diamonds Are Forever, and he played in the movie Chinatown. Glover's character of Grady Coker was meant to resemble that of true-life Chief Deputy Jim Moffitt. However, Glover's character in the movie Walking Tall was totally fictional as far as the storyline went and did not represent that of Jim Moffitt's in any way.
I see you moved your trailer. And I see you're still looking.
Of course, it goes without saying that one of the guy's favorite characters in the movie was Luann Paxton, played by Brenda Benet. The character of Luann Paxton was a totally fictional one and did not represent anyone at the state line. She was born as Brenda Ann Nelson on August 14th of 1945 in Los Angeles, California. She was first married to actor Paul Peterson of the Donna Reed Show and later to Bill Bixby, who is best known for his roles in My Favorite Martian and The Courtship of Eddie's Father. Her first acting roles were in 1964 with appearances on Shindig and The Young Marrieds. She eventually became an actress very much in demand in episodic primetime television in the 1960s and 70s, including roles in I Dream of Jeannie, McHale's Navy, Daniel Boone, Manic, the Green Hornet TV series, My Three Sons, Hogan's Heroes, Love, American Style, Wonder Woman, Love Boat, and, of course, The Courtship of Eddie's Father. Benet experienced a number of personal and professional challenges after her divorce from Bill Bixby. Her role in Days of Our Lives made her extremely unpopular with fans, as her character was breaking up one of the show's popular couples, Doug and Julie, and fans were outraged. However, Benet's most personal challenge occurred when her 6-year-old son Christopher died on March of 1981 while they were on a ski trip to Mammoth Lakes. Benet was devastated by her son's death and sank into severe depression. On April 7, 1982, she died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound at her home in Los Angeles, California. She was only 36 years old.
Hey, you really fell out.
Yeah, well, you did too.
We make a great tag team, huh?
Well, maybe we still can. Can you use a man in his truck? I'm used to hard work and low pay.
Do not beat your head against the wall, because it'll probably fall on you. 2, lone wolves are easy prey. Organize, there's strength and unity. And 3, you are a damn fool, Buford, for trying to do what I know you're going to.
Next on the list is Felton Perry, who was born on September 11th, 1945 in Chicago, Illinois. Perry is most notable for his role as Deputy Obereeker in the 1973 movie Walking Tall, but of course he played in other roles, such as Inspector Early Smith in the 1973 movie Magnum Force with Clint Eastwood. It was the second film in the Dirty Harry series. And he also played in RoboCop as Donald Johnson, an executive at the corporation Omni Consumer Products, and he reprised those roles in RoboCop 2 and RoboCop 3. Felton starred on TV shows like Cooperman. He also made guest appearances in many TV series, including 227, Adam 12, Ironside, Hill Street Blues, L.A. Law, Cagney and Lacey, What's Happening Now, Mannix, The Partridge Family, Barnaby Jones, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, NYPD Blue, Judging Amy, Civil Wars, Murphy Brown, Stingray, Marcus Welby, M.D., Sports Night, and The West Wing. At the time of this video, he is one of the few actors of Walking Tall that's still with us. Be sure and subscribe and hit that bell so that you'll get notifications of new videos when they're released. Now let's take a look at the people who played roles as part of the Pusser family.
You got something against Ober?
I knowed him since he was a pickaninny. Hired his old daddy many times.
That didn't tell me anything.
Well, he got educated, you see? Then he come down with a raging case of that new social disease, black power.
We'll start with Noah Berry Jr., who played the role of Carl Pusser.
They just fished Ludi McVeigh in his car out of the river.
Noah Lindsay Berry was born on August 10th, 1913 in New York City. Berry often found himself playing a warm, friendly character. a role that did not resemble that of the real Carl Pusser, who was seen by many as being a cranky old man. Active as an actor in films and television for well over half a century, Barry is best known for playing James Garner's father, Rocky Rockford, in the NBC television series The Rockford Files. Barry got an early start at acting at the age of 7 as he appeared with his father in The Mark of Zorro. As he grew a bit older, he played with such heavyweights as John Wayne, Cary Grant, and Montgomery Clift. His early television work included roles on such shows as Circus Boy, and he replaced Burt Reynolds as the co-starring sidekick on Riverboat, an NBC Western series starring Darren McGavin. He later played on The Real McCoys, The Virginian, Perry Mason, and many other TV programs. On February 8, 1960, he received a star located at 7047 Hollywood Boulevard on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his contributions to the television industry. Barry's warm portrayal of his role in Walking Tall upset the real Carl Pusser, as he felt that Barry did not represent him well. Barry died on November 1st, 1994, in California of cerebral thrombosis at age 81. Another member of the Pusser family was Lorene Tuttle, as she played Helen Pusser. Lorene Tuttle was born on August 29th of 1907, and she was an American actress and acting coach who made the transition from vaudeville to radio and later into films and television. Her most enduring impact was on one radio network, and she was so versatile that she would often appear in as many as 15 shows per week: comedies, dramas, thrillers, soap operas, crime dramas. She became known as the First Lady of Radio. Her television career was extensive as well, as she appeared on The Danny Thomas Show, Petticoat Junction, Leave It to Beaver, The Bob Cummings Show, Andy Griffith's Show, Hazel, Fantasy Island, The Partridge Family, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and Murder, She Wrote. She guest starred in a number of westerns such as Buckskin, The Restless Gun, Colt 45, Johnny Ringo, The Cowboys, Little House on the Prairie, Wanted, Dead or Alive, Bonanza, Gunsmoke, The Adventures of Jim Bowie, Lawman, and The Iron Horse, and Have Gun Will Travel. Tuttle has 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Star of Radio at 1760 Vine Street, and Star of Television at 7011 Hollywood Boulevard, and both stars were dedicated on February 8, 1960. Oddly, her only leading role that she ever had was playing Ma Barker in The Barker Killer Brood. Lorene Tuttle died from cancer on May 28, 1986, at a hospital in Encino, California.
Michael, put it down.
And then, of course, there
Wonder
were
what
the
it is.
Pusser children, and we'll start with
Yes,
Leif
I wonder.
Garrett, who was born Leif Per Nervek on November 8, 1961. And he is an American actor, singer, and television personality. He worked as a child actor and then in the 1970s became a teen idol. Garrett struggled as an actor after Walking Tall. His personal life was surrounded with people like Nicolette Sheridan, Christy McNichol, Tatum O'Neal, Justine Bateman. Garrett became involved with drugs and alcohol, started using drugs when he was 14. Then, on November 3rd, 1979, 5 days before his 18th birthday, he crashed a Porsche 914 that was being leased to his mother after attending a midnight party, and while he was driving home trying to buy cocaine. His blood alcohol level was 3 times over the legal limit at the time and place, and he was high on Quaaludes. The accident left his passenger and friend, Roland Winkler, a paraplegic. Garrett's life seemed to improve in 2006 when he appeared on the celebrity edition of Fear Factor. He won a grand prize of $50,000. Then in 2006, he appeared in Las Vegas with Retro Act Original Idols Live, hosted by Barry Williams. The show also featured the Bay City Rollers, Bo Donaldson, and the Haywoods, the Cowsills, with selected appearances by Meryl Osmond, Tony DeFranco, and Danny Bonaducci. In 2008, the producers of True TV's The Smoking Gun Presents World's Dumbest, they added Garrett to their cast, which features comedic commentary from celebrities like Garrett who have had brushes with the law. Of course, as you know, in the movie Walking Tall, Garrett played the character of Mike Vance. Don Lynn, who played Jodon Baker in the movie Walking Tall, was born on January 11th of 1963, and as an American child actress, she acted from the ages of 4 to the age of 15 of 1963. She is best known for her role as Dodie Douglas during the last 3 seasons of the sitcom My Three Sons. On October 13th of 2022, Lynn was hospitalized for 5 days for brain surgery to reduce a non-malignant tumor. On October 22nd of 2022, she fell into a coma caused by a bacterial meningitis. Lynn was comatose in ICU for a month before regaining consciousness. As of March 5th of 2025, actress Don Lynn is still hospitalized but making gradual progress in her recovery.
I think it's time I found out how my husband earns his living.
Mary Elizabeth Hartman was born on December 23rd of 1943. She was an accomplished actress and was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress and a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress, and won the Golden Globe Award for New Star of the Year. Hartman, who had just starred opposite Clint Eastwood in The Beguiled, was selected to play Pauline Pusser in the 1973 film Walking Tall. While Hartman possessed great acting skills, she bore little resemblance to the actual Pauline Pusser. On July 10, 1987, Hartman died after jumping from the window of her 5th-floor apartment. Earlier that morning, she had reportedly called her psychiatrist, saying she felt despondent.
I got nothing against a little drink, a little fun, but the law of the land shouldn't be for sale.
Jodon Baker was born on February 12, 1936 in Groesbeck, Texas. An imposing Texas-born character actor and occasional lead who specialized in hard-boiled types on either side of the moral fence. Jodon Baker rose to fame as the crime-smashing Sheriff Buford Pusser in the blockbuster movie Walking Tall, and enjoyed a 3-decade career in its wake that included the BBC miniseries The Edge of Darkness, Martin Scorsese's Cape Fear of 1991, 3 appearances in the James Bond franchise, including The Living Daylights. The tall, broad-shouldered character actor with the Texas drawl first appeared in support roles in several westerns, both on TV and in the cinema in the mid-1960s. He got himself noticed playing Steve McQueen's younger brother in Junior Bonner in 1972, and then scored the role of Buford Pusser in the hit movie Walking Tall. He followed this up by playing a sadistic hitman called Molly in Don Siegel's bank heist drama Charlie Varick in 1973. Jodon Baker's next films were rather forgettable until he landed the role as police detective Earl Eyeshide in To Kill a Cop in 1978, which led to him reprising the same character in the short-lived TV series Eyeshide. After this, he proved himself as being quite adept at playing comedy roles, as well as picking up plenty of work playing lawmen, military men, and politicians. Baker then played a maniacal general in The Living Daylights in 1987 and as a redneck father in Mars Attacks, and as an intelligent operative Jack Wade in the 007 films Tomorrow Never Dies and GoldenEye. Baker is now retired after a long and distinguished acting career in both film and television and is now living back at his original home in Groesbeck, Texas. You know, it's kind of sad when you think about it that a lot of the cast members of Walking Tall passed away, probably thinking that they had played characters from a true story, when we know now that it absolutely wasn't true. There are so many people out there who still believe that what they saw in the movie Walking Tall was a true description of what happened in McNairy County in the 1960s when it wasn't even close to that. Having said that, if you'd like to get the facts about what happened, you can always get my book, Buford Pusser, The Other Story. It's available at both Amazon.com and eBay.